It's Alpen Fury opening day, and the line to get in the park stretches all the way out into the parking lot. Luke and I are here to wait in the line to ride some Alpen Fury and let you know what we think. I was wondering if they would open other gates up, and they did. Pretty much everybody lined up here, but then there's like a mad rush to get to the other gates that open. I think ultimately we're going to get held up at the turnstile anyway. Indeed, the line is pretty bananas for Alpen Fury. There's a lot of people waiting to ride this ride, including me. Loop's holding my place in line, so at least we got that. They're lining everybody up under the falls, symbolically, with Alpen Fury majestically rising in the background. Happy opening day! Are you one of those people that, for an opening event like this, walks in the entrance and just runs your ass off, despite what security says, despite what's safe, despite what you think is better for your own health and safety? I've never been one of those people. I can't do it. I feel like an a-hole when I do that. But truly, today, those who did are definitely rewarded, because all of the people who just absolutely booked it to the front, those are the folks at the front of the line. And the rest of us chumps are waiting all the way back here.
Yeah, I saw. It kind of depends. I didn't work Monday last week, but
goodness. Woo! So I did it. I rode Alpen Fury on the first day, and that is an awesome coaster. It is smooth. You don't know what the hell's going on. You're flipping all over the place. I waited 3 hours. I've never done that for a ride before. I met lovely people in line. One even got me a bottle of water. It was like a really great crowd to be stuck with. The ride was even down for like 40 minutes, and everyone really kept it together. Everyone was polite. The staff putting people on the ride, a little frazzled, understandably so. But that is a great coaster, and I'm glad I was here for it. I am curious exactly where the line is right now, because it's about 2 p.m. The park opened at 10 a.m. We were here about 8:30. So we were really kind of in the first batch getting into line. I still waited 3 hours. And by the time I was going in there, the line was all the way around the mountain, yeah?
Yeah, at peak line, it wrapped from up here, like the entrance, past the mountain on the right, all the way back down this way, all the way back to the front, all the way back around, and all the way back up the other side to the bridge. So it was an absurdly long line.
And that was right when the park opened. I assume people have just continued getting in line, and I don't know. The park is open for another 8 hours. But I kid you not, like people at the end of that line, based on the pace it moved for me, they might be here till close.
We were maybe like the 100th people in line or something, out of a line that eventually grew to at least 500 or 600. I mean, it was like maybe 1,000 people. And despite the fact that we really were pretty near the front, hours.
Yeah, there was definitely some early access going on that we weren't a part of. So when I got into that queue, which has quite a few switchbacks, it was still intense, and it didn't help that there was like a 40-minute ride breakdown as well. So that's
to be expected sometimes on like an opening day of a ride.
Yeah,
it's frustrating though, especially because they didn't really do much to offer shade or refreshment.
Yeah,
there were 2 misters.
Yeah,
in the whole line. Direct sunlight for a lot of people for a long time.
Yeah, it was. I haven't stood in line like that, maybe ever. Certainly not anytime recently. Certainly not as like a mid-40s princess. So I definitely had a moment. There's a really big switchback part of the line. I had a moment where I was in the middle of it, and the sun's just beating down. And I mean, I thought I was maybe losing my mind there for a moment, you know? Like,
sun crazy? You were going sun crazy?
I was like, am I going to make it through this? I don't know that I am. But I will say, that was the best crowd I've ever stood in a line with. They were polite. Friendships were being forged. Everyone was actually really sweet. So I came away with it as a positive.
And it's still
here it is.
Nice and busy.
So
I mean,
are the little dancy clock kids just perma stuck?
Well, they're in a different position than they were before, but I don't see them moving.
I know, that should definitely be like a thing where kids sit here and like wait with bated breath on the hour to see the little kids dance. But that doesn't seem to be happening yet. So we've got like the standby line has finally moved into a... Well, so what we're looking at right now is the fast lane ride. So
this
they
is
have
the fast lane?
Yeah, so they have like a bananas switchback just for the fast pass. There's also like an incredibly long single rider line. So there's no beat in the system today. If you got fast lane and you're using it, I was just listening to line rumors, of course, but you know, it was being reported. I think I had an authoritative guy behind me in line who's like really into coasters, and I think was actually like scrolling the socials and was like, fast lane's 3 hours too. So I was like, all right, cool. I don't feel like I made a just horrible judgment call.
I want to peek at some of the merch.
Yeah.
Because this is newly open as well.
Yeah. And I bet it's going fast today. In fact, when I came in here earlier, I thought I'd get a pin, but I couldn't even find an Alpen Fury pin because they might have all sold out.
No?
Although they have been selling the Alpen Fury merch for like weeks.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, here's a pin. Yeah,
Oh,
it's in
you
a
got a pin.
fishbowl. I'm getting a pin. Yay! Pins are my thing. They're my indulgence. They don't take up much room. They remind me of where I've been. But yeah, I actually felt a little like a doofus not wearing an Alpen Fury shirt today because people have clearly been like getting ready for this ride.
Yeah,
And
I
there was
saw a lot of people wearing Alpen Fury shirts and we're in line.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go
sure.
buy this. Ooh, I like those glasses. Those are cool.
The beer bottle glasses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are great. And the pin, I mean, the pin's good, but that's also a $22 pin.
Yeah, that's not cheap.
No. This is where I exited.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah?
people are coming out of the ride there.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, a lumberjack pin, only $13 today. So they are marking up some Alpen Fury shit.
Evil.
I know. Obviously, AlpenFury's all people are talking about today. But, I mean, the fact that it drew this many people here, it means it's overflowing to everywhere in the park. Like, all the lines are long. I'd be bummed if I, like, planned today as my, like, Saturday I was going to go to the park, and then I showed up and it happened to be just, like, next level nuts because, like, a coaster was opening that I didn't, like, come specifically to ride.
I mean, especially given the fact that opening day on any ride is going to be full of stutters and tests.
Oh,
we
sure.
got empty cars here, you know?
Well, that was, yeah, you'd hear a ripple through the queue every time, like, empty cars were going around, because you're just like, ah!
Yeah.
You're gonna cut us down this way. Because I want to check out Mindbusters, and I think this is a little faster.
I think I also would like to get a drink,
Yeah.
and we're going to be walking by the Lazy Bear Bar,
Yeah, let's do it.
which is one of my faves. It's more wooden.
It is. And I actually like how many lazy bears are hidden all over the lodge.
Yeah, it's cute.
Best thing that's happened to me so far since I moved to Canada, and I hope she gets to see this video. And we'd been in line for hours, and we got to a point where there was a moment where you could squeeze out of the queue, run to the vending machines, and come back. This woman did that for me. We had been kind of like casually chatting in line, and she's like, I'm going for water. And she brought me back one, like for myself. And I was like, I don't even have money, you know. I was like, I can pay you. I was like, I promise I'll pay it forward. But that was the sweetest thing that's ever happened. And that water was necessary. Like, I think it's the only way I got through the rest of that queue.
Yeah.
And wasn't just a complete nightmare when I got off the ride. So, person whose name I didn't get, thank you. You and your nephew are awesome.
We got a comment on our channel within the last 10 days
Yeah?
telling us the proper technique for making the ride vehicles
Oh.
flip around.
Oh, for real? Yeah, it's not running today, but I'm really curious.
I saw it running earlier. So this commenter on our channel said that it's just all about inertia.
Okay.
You move the positions of the wings up and
Okay.
down as you're rocking back and forth.
Okay.
And then once you get
Boop,
the flip,
boop, boop.
then you just hold it in place
Yeah.
and you start flippiting like
And-
crazy.
And that's what you see people doing. Like, all of a sudden, you'll just see one start going, you won't flip around if you don't want to flip around. Like, I think it takes a lot of work. Ah, the old Windseeker. Also not running at the moment. These are like great get up into the sky cool down rides, though, and it is a hot day here.
Oh, does it cool way down when you're...
You are seeking the wind, Clover.
Oh, I see.
Yes,
Yeah.
you get
Do you
that
find it?
breeze. You do. You find it instantly, and then they give you more of it than you want. You're like, ah, so much wind! It's a beautiful view of the park, too. Oh, closed due to high winds. Okay, so maybe multiple rides are closed due to high winds? I mean, obviously they have things actually up in the air that tell them when things are dangerous.
Do they?
I don't know. They're understaffed and they're like, fuck it, put up the high wind sign. I'm going to cut down here into Frontier, Canada. Alpen Fury has gotten all the attention lately. Maybe I'm the silly goose for not knowing, but the mighty Canadian Mindbuster has been over there quietly getting a glow up. And it recently, maybe a week ago, reopened. So I have not ridden the mighty Canadian Mindbuster. I didn't really know what to expect of it.
You'll go on it?
Well, that fast lane line looks pretty long.
Let's not. I don't think either of us have the emotional space to wait in another line.
It's true, and but if you get in the fast lane line when a lot of people get in the fast lane line, like you're just waiting in the line. Okay, here we go. Another thing on my to-do list is a beaver tail. I've only lived in Canada for 3 months, so I check out all the lists of how to eat like a Canadian.
And is Beaver Tails on there?
Beaver Tails is on there, and they have multiple locations throughout the parks, and they look good. They're little fried flatbreads with yummy toppings on them. I got no problem with that. So now that I've ridden all of the flagship coasters at this park, I know I'm going to be pressed at some point to rank them, and I'm going to have to give that some thought and maybe an additional ride. But there is something to be said for just the giant hill coasters, and that's what Behemoth is. I have great appreciation just for the like drop your stomach into your throat coasters, so I really like Behemoth. That's fighting for my #1 spot, but the 4 big ones here, the ones that you pay extra to cut the line on, are Behemoth, Leviathan, Yukon Striker, and Alpen Fury. Until Alpen Fury opened, they were all very, very distinct. Behemoth's the big uppy downy. Leviathan has big drops, but lots of twists and flips and stuff like that. And Yukon Striker has lots of twists and flips, but it's a completely different car design, which makes it a different experience. And it like tips you off that edge, like you're gonna just drop and die. I'm gonna say Alpen Fury reminds me the most of the Leviathan. I guess the only difference is Alpen Fury is a launch coaster, like a really good launch coaster. And Leviathan is a climb you up the hill and drop you off a cliff one. Let's go check out Celebrate Canada.
I want to celebrate Canada.
I celebrate Canada every day. I'm so fucking happy we're here. People think I'm messing with them when I talk about how happy I am to be in Canada.
We're here in Canada because we didn't feel welcome in the US. We were honestly living in a political system where those in power made it quite clear that they did not want us.
Yeah.
They would rather us not be.
Yeah.
And so we just fucking left.
Yeah. Love it or leave it.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Well, here we are in Celebration Canada.
Woohoo!
We're basically done with Celebration Canada. It's this weekend and no more. So
Yeah.
I figured we'd just kind of walk you through
Yeah.
so you could see what's going on. They got live music, they got wine, they got some food.
Do you have any sense? Is this always a festival area?
I suppose the sense that I get, there is always a festival, because to not have a festival would be like leaving money on the table.
Yeah. This is their festival area, but it's the first day that Alpen Fury's running.
Yeah.
And it runs all through here, so like the noise level
It's
is
true.
completely different now. Let's just see what Canada's Wonderland has decided is like the quintessential Celebrate Canada foods.
You take a look at the menus?
Yes.
Okay. Starting with Station 1.
Yeah, and so Station 1 has like 2 different menus. One is the drinks menu. And how would you say that? Because it comes up, it's a very popular Canada thing. It refers to this cake.
Nanaimo?
Nanaimo
I don't
bar?
know.
No, that's like a really like Canadian dessert,
Okay.
as I've learned. But they make a shake out of it. And then watermelon Caesar cocktail. I don't know what Caesar is in the context of a cocktail. Will someone let me know in the comments? Because in my world, Caesar is a salad, and I don't want that in my cocktail. I certainly don't want it with watermelon, so I am curious. All right, that's the drinks. They also have like Canadian wines and stuff you can sample, and the same bar that every other place has. And this is also at Station 1. It's like, I don't know, what are these? Like your little snacks? Okay, classic buddy or tart. I think it's a typo. I have never ever seen, I've looked it up, I can't find any other place using that spelling. I think it's a typo, and they just left it. Can anyone confirm or deny? I need to know. And then you get your Nanaimo bars and your Canadian maple ice cream. Both sound great. I'm just not hungry. Butter chicken flatbread. I'm guessing butter chicken's a thing. I know paneer cheese.
Well, butter chicken is an Indian dish, and paneer is an Indian cheese.
Okay, but I see those all the time in Canada. And then cheese curds, obviously, very Canadian. And the Montreal smoked meat sandwich, that is quintessential Canada.
Yeah, I feel like that's just the Canadian version of a pastrami on rye.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There are food bloggers out there who will get into the details and tell you exactly why it's not exactly the same as pastrami on rye.
Okay.
But it is. It's like a difference of spices, really. That's it. And then, okay, a skewer, salmon, chicken,
West Coast of Canada.
marinated lemon sauce served with cassava, mashed potato, and zucchini.
Never hear their like again.
I mean, Pacific, I don't know why that's uniquely Canadian.
We're gonna keep that legacy alive.
Sausage bannock, that's a thing I wasn't aware of, this deep fried dough. So that's the thing that I looked at, and I was like, oh, that's what I should eat on the vlog. But then I was like, I can't sit in 30-degree heat and eat fried dough and sausage. I know I'm not the only one who doesn't want to eat in this heat because no one's here. So, there are no lines at these food stations.
That says butter tart.
Proof, y'all. It is a typo on the main menu page, and they were just like,
But for real, that has been a typo since 2 festivals ago.
oh, did they have a buttier tart on the other one?
I want to say yeah.
Okay. Well, it's definitely, I mean, this festival's been running for weeks, and they were just like, it's fine. It's fine. And you know what? It is. Am I the only one who has been raving about the buttier tart? Because now, as a new Canadian transplant, I'm going to call it a buttier tart for the rest of my life. So, that's what you've done, Canada's Wonderland. You confused me, and now it's always a buttier tart.
Thanks so much, Thrill Seekers, for spending the day with us. It was awesome to get to ride Alpen Fury, and it was cool to walk through the park on such a busy, chaotic day. It's just sort of a different vibe, and I like to see it.
That's the first time I have braved first day new attraction lines in I don't know how long. I forgot how awful and awesome it is at exactly the same time. I'm glad I did it. Will I ever do it again? Maybe not.
Thanks for joining us today, Thrill Seekers, and we'll see you in the next one.